Welcome to the Brownsville Minute, a community-conscious conversation and a platform that provides information, wellness, love, and unity all on a digital platform. And our goal is to try to make sure that our community residents are informed, conscious, and that we are connecting the dots on a virtual platform. The Brownsville Minute is designed for everyone. Please join us with the Brownsville Minute. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the Brownsville Minute. I am really excited to have you all join us this evening. Tonight, I am going to be your host, your guest, because I am going to be specifically sharing community announcements that sometimes may be missed within the community announcements. So I wanted to take a moment to thank you and welcome you to the Brownsville Minute. I am excited because there are so many wonderful things happening within the community. And so while we are going live, what I'm going to do is share a list of community announcements, and we'll be back to share some more with you in a moment. So stay tuned for these announcements.
Which one is it?
Say hi, everybody.
Which one is it?
My child. Hey.
so bad.
So as you can see, we have a significant amount of events, programs that are happening within our own backyard in East Brooklyn. But I wanted to make sure that we are highlighting the ones that sometimes we may miss within our announcements. I just wanted to take a moment this evening to actually share a couple of events. So, the first thing I wanted to mention is what's happening this week in Brownsville is a week of public safety. It is a community initiative that has been happening since last year, December. We are going to be out or have been out on picking between Thetford and Watkins, bringing in the resources that are desperately needed within our community. Oftentimes, we may not want to go to downtown Brooklyn or to Manhattan or other parts of New York City in order to be able to take advantage of these services. So they are directly in your backyard, picking between Thetford and Watkins. This has been happening all week. And tomorrow, there is going to be more and exciting community based organizations that are going to be outdoors supporting and bringing the services that are needed within the community. Also, what's happening tomorrow is someone from Harlem decided that they wanted to come hang out with folks in Brownsville. So we're going to have a special mobile barber that's going to be supporting and providing free haircuts tomorrow in the evening from approximately 3 p.m. to approximately 7 p.m. The haircuts will be free by Harlem's own the barber god. So I know we have some barbers, some pretty dope barbers in Ocean Hill, Brownsville, but it's also nice when we have the support of other organizations that is willing to come out and bring free services to our community. So don't miss out. I'll be there looking for you. And make sure that if you are in need of a haircut, it will be limited services, but they will be free during that time. So come check us out tomorrow at the BSA between Pickett Avenue, Thetford, and Watkins. So I will see you there tomorrow. I also wanted to make sure that the community is also aware of an event that is happening on Monday. Monday, since everyone will be out of school, I know folks still be working. However, there is an event that is happening on Monday, um, October the 11th, at 4:44. It's going to be a focus on some special guests and some exciting news that's coming to the community. So make sure that if you are off, which most will be out of school, to please take a moment to come by 444 Thomas Boylan. Join us. Um, Listed here on this particular flyer, the local elected officials, Congresswoman Yvette Clarke, Assemblywoman Latrice Walker, and Congresswoman Yvette Clarke, Assemblywoman Latrice Walker, and Councilmember Alika Ampry Samuel, who will be out there sharing announcements and also um, for activities and other events that's going to be happening. So you can't say that you didn't know. This information has been circulating throughout the community, and just want to make sure that we are sharing it in this format on the Brownsville Minute. We also wanted to mention that the community board 16 is actually looking for input also from the community. Oftentimes, we have a number of things that are happening within a community. Some of us may be aware of it, some may not. Some of us may not know how to deal with the information. However, this is an opportunity for those who are um, looking to become active and involved within the community, looking to provide their voice and lend their voice constructively. This is another opportunity. The community board is looking for uh, voices and also a way for individuals to become actively involved within the community. So each year, the statement of community district needs comes out, um, and the community board has budget requests that we are looking for input from the residents within the community. This specific one is for community board 16. It is a document that is 45 pages, but there are some important things that I definitely want to share this evening that will require community input. The board is a group of individuals within a community that are volunteers and that are really looking for the community to be able to support and provide input in a different way. Um, Volunteering for any type of organization that has a hefty responsibility of providing um, input on land, input on programs and services. The voices of the community is where we actually need your voices and your input by coming to the meetings, by emailing the community board district manager. And if there, for example, if you have complaints within a community, this is one of the front points and places where you can air out your grievances, but also to be able to provide your hands and get your support and your voice within the table. So there are some pressing issues, and I'm hoping that you all can see it. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit bigger. But there are three overall pressing issues within Community Board 16. And this is actually something that you can see. It's a public document. But there are three pressing issues overall for Community Board 16. These are issues that have been coming up for quite some time. But now it's a little bit different, providing an opportunity for community to be able to see it a little bit differently in this digital space, but also to be able to give your input. And so, three issues: affordable housing, healthcare services, youth and children services are some of the pressing issues. These are not the things that are it for our community, as we know that specifically Ocean Hill Brownsville has been traditionally under resourced. But looking at how you can give your input, and looking through this document, um, you can provide your input and feedback. I'm actually going to put up a link where you can contribute your input and feedback. But as you can see, there are a lot of issues that are connected to budgets, um, and how we get funding within a community. And I'm going to keep saying this over and over again until it resonates within a community, all the way down from the babies that exist within the community, that it is important that you tap into community resources, ones that are free. Um, it starts at this level, at the local level, at the community board level. So we definitely are encouraging input from all stakeholders. I'm actually going to put up where you can submit your comments. This will be directed to the community board to provide input for this statement of district needs. Please email the district manager, Ms. Green, at bk16-1 at cb.nyc.gov. And it's a 45-page document. You can say that you saw it on the Brownsville Minute, and that you are looking to get to the chairperson who manages, is responsible for coordinating all this information, and that you would like to give your input. And there's some interesting things. The school districts, the needs for youth and welfare, things, capital requests, specifically related to youth education and child welfare. There's a lot of renovations that need to happen within the schools. There are other issues or program requests that go into this particular document. Now, I know this may not be the sexiest thing that happens specifically within these type of conversations. However, when you are thinking about some of the changes that need to happen, and we're looking for levels of accountability that happens, these are the things that we should be looking at. And again, it starts specifically with our community and how we are prioritizing budgets and needs. It comes from this particular document in which you can put your voices attached to this document. So if you are interested, which we all should be, in putting our voice behind this process, to put input into the statement of district needs, please email the community board district manager at bk16-1 at cb.nyc.gov. And now, if Ms. Green yells at me, that means that I did my job, because so many of you are reaching out to provide input to this particular document at the community board level. And so I actually want to also shout out some young people who was actually a part of this program, Music and Money. A couple of episodes back during the summer, there was a program that was actually funded through the Neon and also Carnegie Hall. It was called Music and Money. And I'm really passionate about for overall financial wellness within our community, because I think that it lends to reducing some of the overall stress if we understand how to deal with money, how to deal with our mental, and also our spiritual as well. So to me, that's all connected. But for this particular program, Music and Money, these young people actually put on some really amazing and dope music as a result of being a part of this program. They came in through the Neon. They were selected as a part of outreach from all of it was a citywide program through the Neon, and also in partnership with Carnegie Hall. And they produced some amazing, amazing, amazing content. And so what I am doing is sharing their information, because as a result of them participating in this program, they're able to really learn how to run their own business, learn about the business of music, and also to be able to support themselves as a result of them creating their music. So please share the link. We will be putting this actually on a number of our social media pages so that you can support. It's called Music and Money, and the music is absolutely amazing. And speaking of the Neon, I actually have the opportunity to be able to serve in the capacity of the co-chair for the Brownsville Neon, which is the Neighborhood Opportunity Network. And we're actually looking for youth to participate in our monthly stakeholder meetings. Again, we are looking to deepen the conversations and make sure that the young people who we are serving within our communities, that their voice is at the table. So please click on the link below, check out the link below, and like and follow us on Facebook. The Neon does exist on Instagram, so please check out the Neon. Or if you can't connect with them, you can connect with 11375, and we'll be happy to connect you. But we are looking for youth to participate in monthly stakeholder meetings. So I am also going to share that for small businesses, right? There still are a number of grants between $5,000 and $25,000, which are available still throughout the New York State. It's through the Empire State Development COVID-19 Pandemic Small Business Recovery Grant. But I also say that in order to be able to apply to a number of these grants, I'm going to express to you that having your financial documents in order is part of the process. So if you filed your taxes, you have your business structure in order. Those are the things that when you are starting a business should be consistent and should be in your document files that you should be able to pull out and show and apply for these grants. There's no reason why any of us, specifically starting up small businesses, that you should not be able to take advantage of these grants. They're out there, so please take advantage of it. Wanted to also send out a couple of reminders about the free services that do exist. We had one of our community partners come visit us through the Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce, and there is a New York City Small Business Resources Network that does exist for small businesses. Services through this network is free. Again, these are opportunities that do exist within a community that you can take advantage of. Just because it's free doesn't necessarily mean that it's not good, but it's free because someone else is covering the opportunities to make it accessible for residents within a community. So this is another resource that you can take advantage of from the Small Business Resource Network. So I want to also plug that although I am a business coach and you can hire me, I do also coach through SCORE. And what SCORE is a federally funded mentoring program specifically for small businesses. And yes, you can find someone with my skill set through SCORE. You can get me for free. And the reason why I encourage that is not that I don't want to get paid on another side. However, a lot of times when you're starting up a small business, we don't always have it. And so it's nothing wrong with taking advantage of utilizing the resources that you can through these networks. And so you can definitely find me there and I will help you to get to the next level. And when you're ready for the next level, then you can pay me. But in the beginning, let's all start out like everything. These services are for free. You do not have to always pay for things or be ashamed to take advantage of those free resources. So I also wanted to remind you that we talked about the statement of district needs earlier, which you should be reaching out to the community board manager, district manager, and but also the community board meetings are held every fourth Tuesday of each month. You can follow Community Board 16 on Facebook and also on YouTube to be able to get the information that you need. You can get resources about jobs, resources about small businesses. This is just another entry point in which information gets circulated within a community. And so I'm going to put the information up there about Community Board 16, the resources available. You can contact Ms. Green. The telephone number is there 718-385-0323, or you can contact the district manager through email. Let me see what else I need to put up and remind this wonderful group of folks who are watching this evening. And I want to shout you all out. Thanks for joining this evening. This is going to be a really short episode, but I wanted to make sure that some of the information that comes through the community announcements that we actually talk about it a little bit differently. But also, I wanted to mention we actually had um, let me see. Aha, this is it. So, we're all going through challenging times. And sometimes we may be feeling a little bit embarrassed about, talking to someone because there is still a stigma that exists within our community about mental wellness. So there is a number you can call 1-888 New York City Well. And that's one of the resources that exist. You can text well to 65173. Again, these are different entry points in order to be able to support us to overall wellness. And so that number is listed there. Again, it's 1-888 NYC Well. And on that note, I want to just put out some additional reminders. The BSA is still happening. The BSA, the Brownsville Safety Alliance, is still happening every day until Saturday, 12 to 8 p.m. You'll actually see me in person floating around, and also other organizations who are going to be out there supporting and bringing in and actually elevating the services that exist within a community, but those that we are bringing in so that you don't have to get on the train or ride the bus or do an Uber. They right there in your backyards. Picken Avenue between Thetford and Watkins tomorrow and Saturday from 12 to 8 p.m. And tomorrow, if you know a young person who's looking to get a free haircut, check us out. Bringing Harlem's first mobile barber to Brownsville. The barber god is going to be giving some haircuts. So check out, join, and stay tuned for more announcements. I want to thank you all for joining this evening. I'm going to share some additional announcements because it's just so much happening in Brownsville, in East Brooklyn, East New York. I forgot one more thing. Make sure you register to vote. Tomorrow's the last day, October the 8th, to register to vote. Thank you so much for joining the Brownsville Minute. Stay tuned. Love you all. Good night.